Hey, Terry, are you there? You do realize that this is my parents' home. We're already divorced, so I want you out of there ASAP. How much longer do you plan to stay? I want you out. You've practically taken over the living room. Are you out of your mind? The place looks like a total pigsty.
Is it you again, Erica? Why you keep on harping on and on about that? For your information, I do not plan on leaving.
Why not?
'Cause Mom said so. She said that once you get married, the wife provides everything to the husband. That's apparently the accepted practice. So, even though we are divorced, you were once my wife, and everything you own has been transferred to me.
Are you nuts? I've never heard such hogwash in my life. Did your mom grow up in the Middle Ages or something? Besides, this is not my house. It's my parents' place. They've got nothing to do with your hokey-pokey beliefs.
I'm gonna say this one more time. Once we're married, what's yours becomes mine, even if we're divorced. Therefore, the house now belongs to me. I want you out of my house ASAP, you parasite!
Parasite? Have you totally lost it, Terry?
You're an unwelcome bug. Where'd I put that bug spray? I really should have this whole house fumigated.
Terry, you've totally gone wacko. You really should see a doctor. Just get the hell out of my house, please.
That's my line. Lee, would you please? For God's sake! Besides, the baseball game's about to start. Okay, that's enough texting for today. I'm gonna crack open a nice cold beer and enjoy this game. So, get lost! Please, just pack your bags and do a vanishing act, would you?
Terry, come on! This is nuts! Terry, are you there? Answer me for God's sake. I just got home from work and my keys don't work. Did you go and change the locks?
Hey, back from work so early?
You didn't, did you? Change the damn locks?
That's right, I changed them. You just wouldn't listen to me, so I took drastic measures. It was the only way to keep you out.
Man, you've really gone too far.
How many times do I have to keep repeating myself? This is my house!
And how many times do I have to keep denying it? This is my parents' house. And also, I just saw our nameplate outside. Did you really use a magic marker to scratch out my name? You've gone completely unglued. What else can I say?
Well, that's about all I could do for now. I'll have a proper one made later. Just the first step towards establishing my ground.
You have no legal right to be doing this. You do realize that, right? Just open this damn door.
No, can't do. This is my house, remember? Oh yeah, I forgot to mention it, but my mom is also moving in next month.
Excuse me? What?
I had no choice but to kick you out. You're like a stubborn stain that just won't come off. I need a super strong detergent to get that darn stain off and for good.
Are you trying to take over this house?
Like I said, this is my home. I'm not trying to take it over. It's already mine. If you have nothing else, please get lost.
Terry, you're going to regret this.
Finally gave up, I see. Now I can finally relax. May as well crack open another beer. Stay the hell out of my house.
Hey, Jim, could you put me up for the night?
Huh? Is that you, Erica? What's up, sis?
Actually, it may not be just tonight. maybe a bit longer.
Yeah, no problem, but why? What's wrong? Got a long drive ahead of you, though. From there, it'll take at least an hour.
Yeah, I wanted to talk to you directly anyway.
Yeah? Talk to me about what?
Terry just commanded her house.
Huh? What do you mean, commandeer? Do you mean like he confiscated it or something?
Yep, that's exactly right. Just took it over as if it were his. He even changed the lock to the front door.
You're talking about Mom and Dad's place, right? I know Mom and Dad asked you to take care of the place while they were gone. You work nearby, don't you? You're talking about that house, right?
Yes, that's right. It's only been 3 days since we got divorced, but he just won't leave. Says it's his place now. He even said his mom is moving in next month. Can you believe it? Right after the divorce went through, I demanded that he leave, but he was persistent. Just wouldn't budge. I've been pleading with him to leave for 3 days straight. I had an important business meeting today, so I was out all day. But when I got home, the door was locked and I couldn't get into my own home.
Man, I can't believe he went to all the trouble of changing the lock.
I know, he's totally bonkers. I was going to call the cops, but I didn't want to cause a big scene, so late at night... You know the Dawsons next door, right? Well, they just had a baby a few weeks ago, so I decided not to cause a ruckus. For now, at least, and decided to contact you. Sorry about this.
Don't worry about it. But why would Terry be so adamant about staying at the house? Why not just move to his parents' place or something? He's the one who wanted a divorce. He should be the one to leave.
Yeah, well, I think it's his mother. Probably filling his head with all kinds of nonsense. Apparently, she told him that even if we get divorced, everything I own becomes his. I can't understand that logic, of course.
So, he got into his head that the house is his. I haven't talked to you about your personal matters much, but as far as I've heard, the reason you divorced was something to do with Terry's mother being a real pain in the ass. Nitpicking about everything you did. And the fact that Terry never really stuck up for you and always took his mother's side.
I never thought it would escalate to this after the divorce went through. I mean, who would have imagined?
How about all your stuff? What happened to everything?
Yeah, about that. I got most of my valuables like jewelry and cash, but there was a bunch of other stuff that I had to leave behind.
Oh, that's too bad. Anyway, no problem staying here with me. Come on over and we'll have dinner ready for you. We can talk more then.
Thanks, Jim. I knew I could rely on my big brother.
We need to sit down and discuss plans to get that house back. Maybe we should give Dad a call.
Huh? Call Dad? But he's way across the state.
Yeah. I heard he'll be in the next county over for a business meeting tomorrow. He said it's like an hour or two drive. If we explain the situation, I'm sure he'll rush over to help us.
Really? If Dad were here, things would go a lot smoother. After all, it's his property.
Okay. It's all set then. I'll call Dad right away and you get your little butt down here.
Jim!
Just kidding. Be careful driving down here.
Okay, thanks, big brother. Hey, Terry, are you there? You will be leaving that house today. Mark my words.
Oh, come on! Not you again! What the hell do you want? I thought we settled this yesterday! You're really hell-bent on getting this house back, aren't you?
You're really hell-bent on squatting. I know why you're squatting in my house. You got fired from your job and can't rent a place, right?
Huh? Where'd you hear that?
And the reason why you can't go to your mom's apartment? It seems she's heavily in debt and can't pay the rent this month. So she's getting kicked out.
Who the hell told you all that?
Your friend. The one who took my side during the divorce hearings. He did a little checking for me.
Randy! I knew that guy since high school. How can he do this to me?
Yeah, Randy. He's a way better person than you. He was shocked how you treated me. He told me everything. So you and your mom have nowhere to live. So you decide to take over my parents' house. Do you really think such a preposterous scheme would really work?
Of course it will work. This place is already mine. The only people that have the right to live here are me and my mom. My wife's stuff is my stuff, ex or otherwise. Get that through your head. This house is mine. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's settled.
This is our home, buddy.
Huh? Who is this?
Hey, it's been a while, hasn't it, Terry? You remember me. Jim, Erica's older brother.
Jim? What the hell do you want?
Just helping out my little sister.
This has nothing to do with you.
I don't have your line ID, so I'm using Erica's phone. I hope you don't mind.
You're not here with Erica, are you?
Yeah, I am. Along with my father.
Your father's here too?
Now, why wouldn't he be here? After all, it's his property. He owns the land. And the house itself, that's in my name.
Huh? Seriously? I thought the house and land was in Erica's name.
Yeah, it's her family home, but she doesn't own it legally. We do.
She never told me that.
My father and I live and work over in another county, so obviously we can't live there. Then you and Erica got married and simply started living there on our behalf. She worked nearby, so we didn't mind. Besides, it was great to have someone looking after the house for us. We're not living there now, but we eventually plan to return. It's our family home, after all, and we plan to keep it that way.
But...
You must have figured you could just take over the place since we weren't living there.
Well, you know I was just trying to... Alright then. How about this? I'll get back together with Erica.
Excuse me? Are you saying you guys are gonna get married again? The divorce just went through 3 or 4 days ago.
Yeah, well, it happens a lot, right? Just a difference of opinion, but we still love each other. We'll invite my mom and we can live as one big happy family. Problem solved.
I heard the reason you guys got a divorce was because of your mom. She really did a number on Erica. Drove her nuts, I hear.
Huh? No. My mom never.
And you never had her back. Always sticking up for your mom. Must have been really lonely to have no one to comfort her. I don't see why she would want to remarry a mama's boy like you. I mean, really? She would be nuts to even consider it.
Yo, well, that's me and Erica's problem. We'll work it out.
All right then. Why don't we meet? You, me, and my dad. Let's talk this out and come to some sort of agreement. What do you say?
Huh? Meet? In person? Where?
My dad had the locksmith open the back door.
Huh? A locksmith? Back door?
You're gonna need some talking to about personal property, my friend. You know what? Actually, now that you guys are divorced, we could call the cops. You know, report an intruder. You could get shot.
Please. No cops.
This locksmith guy is good. We're coming in.
Please. We can do this later. I have some errands to run right now, so... Erica! Are you there? Please, help me!
What do you want?
Your brother and your dad, they're making me work at some work site.
Oh, yeah. I figured it would turn out this way. I hear it's a live-in job, and your mom can join you. Sounds pretty good if you ask me. I mean, you guys had no job or a place to live. Worked out perfectly. You should be grateful to my brother and my dad. They did you a favor.
Are you kidding me? This ain't no favor! I'd rather be jobless and homeless than do this crap! You really think my mom and I are happy working at Gonzo Sanitation Services?
My brother and dad pulled some strings to get you guys that live-in job. I wish you would show some appreciation.
But we can't work there, of all places!
Come on, don't be such a wimp. You'll get used to it in no time. It may be hard for a while, but just think. Someday you'll grow to love that job. Good luck.
Don't give me that good luck crap! Why the hell did you even bring your brother and dad to the house anyway? Why couldn't you leave things as it were? Everything was going just great. All you had to do was keep your mouth shut, hand over the house to me. Nobody would have been the wiser. But you had to blab about this to your brother and your dad.
What's wrong with you? Do you still not understand?
What are you talking about?
The house. It's in my brother and father's name. It's not mine, and it's certainly not yours. Get that through your dim-witted head of yours, would you? I'm sick of repeating myself. Even if I simply said, okay, Terry, I'll give you the house. Do you really think that would pass? I could point at the house next door and say, that's yours. Would that make it yours? Same thing.
Yeah, well...
You really need to catch up on some basic rules of society for God's sake. Well, you got plenty of time to think it over with your mom. Good luck.
Hold on a sec, Erica.
So long, Terry. Have a good life.
Please, Erica, don't abandon me!
Terry was texting me like that while packing up his stuff. My brother and my dad kept an eye on him while he got ready. They obviously suspected he was texting me, trying to get me to reconsider. I gave my brother the text exchange later on, and he handed the transcript to Terry's new boss, who used it as future reference. As part of his employee training, I suppose. As for Terry's mom, she had accumulated considerable debt. I hear she's working hard to pay that off by working double shifts as part of the road crew. Oh, and my father had several cases of expensive craft beer that he had collected and stored in the fridge down in the cellar. When he found out that practically all of it was gone, he went ballistic. He had even ordered several cases from Europe, some rare, hard-to-get brand. Some of it was very rare, irreplaceable, I heard. It was all valued at more than $10,000. Terry was utterly shocked to get the bill. He figured it was just your usual Bud Light. All I could do was shake my head in disbelief.
Rachel, I need to speak to you about something.
Hey, Wilfred, what's up? You're on the way to work right now, right? Did you forget something?
No, I quit my job.
What?
I handed in my notice a little while back.
What? What the hell are you talking about? You still have a sleep? Why would you make such an important decision without telling me?
Because if I told you I was thinking of quitting my job, you would have probably been opposed to it, right?
Duh, obviously.
And you would have asked me the reason I wanted to quit, wouldn't you?
Of course I would have.
Right? That's why I quit without telling you.
There are so many things wrong with this, I don't even know where to begin. Well, why did you quit then?
Well, about that. You see, what happened is... I found true love.
Excuse me?
My new partner's the daughter of the CEO of a certain company. She made me a coffee when I met her for the first time when I became sales manager for the project with that new client. That became the spark that grew into the burning fire of passion that is our love. When I asked about her family, she told me she was an only child. That means her father expects her to marry someone who will become CEO of his company one day.
So what? You're divorcing so you can marry the daughter of a CEO? Doesn't that just make you a gold digger?
No, it wasn't like that. It just so happened that the woman I fell in love with has a CEO for a dad. I didn't even find out until a while after. I love her, and she loves me. Our love is the essence of purity itself. I hope you can somehow understand and be happy for the two of us and give us your blessing.
I seriously don't even know where to start. You have a son, for crying out loud! What about Peter? Where does he stand in all of this? You should know better than to do something like this as a fully grown man with a 17-year-old son.
I accept this isn't fair on you and Peter. But the flames of our burning passion cannot be extinguished. I should have already received my severance package, so I'm willing to send you all of it as compensation. Think of it as my way of saying sorry. I won't go after any of your assets during the divorce either.
No, it's not the money I'm upset about, Wilfred.
I left the divorce papers hidden under the pillow of the bed I've been sleeping on recently.
Divorce papers?
I'd like you to sign and hand them in today if possible. I sent you my house key in an envelope, which should be arriving over the next few days.
Would you stop moving the discussion forward without even giving me a chance to speak? Anyway, tell me who the hell this CEO's daughter woman is. Do I know her?
I don't want you causing her any problems.
What? Like I'd do that? We spent years of our life together. You're my husband, damn it! I think that gives me a right to at least ask questions.
That's enough for now. I'm heading over to her place. Make sure you take good care of Peter for me.
Don't you dare, Wilfred! Wait! How dare you end the discussion when you feel like it without letting me say my piece? Ugh, I barely recognize you anymore. Rachel, are you there? Huh? Anya? I haven't heard from you in ages. What's up? Will you please do something about this? This? Wilfred is your husband, right? Sorry, I don't follow. What's going on? He stood outside my house as we speak, and he won't stop shouting! What? What is he shouting? I floated down like a petal on the breeze to be with you, who shines more brightly than anyone else across the earth or the seven seas. The day has come when our love may finally blossom before all men, no longer fearing what other may think, being stopped by nothing or no one ever again. I hereby swear on our eternal love, my precious darling, my honey dove. I think I'm gonna be sick. Please help me, I'm begging you. I'm so sorry to speak about your husband in this way, but from the bottom of my heart, this is the cringiest thing I've ever seen. Besides, it's getting late and he's bothering the neighbors. He's creeping me out big time and I needed to stop. Please do something, anything! Look, you see, the thing is, Anya, me and Wilfred got a divorce. What? He divorced me out of nowhere over text message just this morning. When I realized he'd even prepared the divorce papers so they were ready to be handed in after I'd signed them, I soon understood. There was absolutely no stopping him. Our son said, I don't want anything to do with Dad who stabs my mom in the back for some other woman. I'm also pretty set on it myself after the way he treated me. So I went and handed the divorce papers in this evening. What the? So, I hope you understand, but I have to ask you this just in case. But are you and Wilfred having that kind of relationship? No, we are absolutely not! Wow, that was a fast reply. You know I got married 6 months ago, right? Yeah, that's why I was so confused. Sorry for asking you something so weird. It really was just to make 100% sure. I never actually thought you'd do something like that. Oh, it's fine, don't worry about it. Look, the thing is, I have to make it to the airport now, and with Wilfred outside my house acting crazy like this, I'm kinda in a panic, and I don't know what to do. Huh? You're going to the airport at this time? Our flight departs in the middle of the night. Me and my husband are going on our honeymoon. My husband's heading out directly from work, and the plan is to meet him at the station. But I don't feel safe leaving the house with him out there. I see. Give me a minute, Anya. I'm gonna message him. I'm so sorry about all of this. Wilfred. Where are you right now? I can see the red mark on my messages, so you clearly didn't block me. There's something important I want to talk to you about. It's about Anya.
What? Anya? How do you know about Anya? I won't let you do anything to her! Think very carefully about what you do next!
Nope, that's my line. Anyway, as how for I know Anya, she's the daughter of the CEO of the company I used to work at. We used to see each other nearly every day for years.
Huh? Wait, that was before we were married, right? So it must have been, what, over 18 years ago?
That's right. We've known each other since we were little kids. She thinks of me as her big sister from another mother. We get along amazingly, and she's always there for me when I needed someone to talk to. Despite not having seen each other in a while, we're still in regular contact.
Really? This is a seriously weird coincidence.
Now putting that aside, more importantly, Wilfred, where the hell are you right now? And what the hell are you doing to Anya? That poor woman.
What am I doing? What do you mean? I just proposed, that's all.
That's all? You make it sound normal. What the hell are you doing bothering her at this time of night?
Me and you are divorced now. I had to let Anya know how I truly feel about her as soon as possible, day or night, rain or shine. Me and her are soulmates, you know?
Have you ever heard the term disturbing the peace? You're causing a nuisance to the neighbors. The police will probably come if you don't cut it out soon.
Don't talk silly. Not a person alive could call my emotion-filled, dramatic declarations of undying love a nuisance. This is a thing of beauty. The neighbors are probably being moved to tears as we speak. If anything, they'll probably all be out on the streets soon, clapping and cheering in unison, breaking down in fits of emotion, giving their blessings for the birth of a new love.
God, I can just picture you loitering outside her house with a smug, self-satisfied look on your face.
Right? So does that mean you'll be giving us your blessing too, Rachel?
No, I was insulting you.
Huh?
Here's the thing. Anya is already married.
Huh?
The fact that you and her haven't even exchanged contact details should really tell you something.
No! Me and Anya are soulmates!
No, that's entirely a mistaken assumption on your part. You're jumping to the wrong conclusion. Making a dangerous misunderstanding of the highest order.
What? No!
I was at Anya and her husband's wedding. Paul's a great guy who I've known for a while, and the two of them are very much in love.
Huh? No, that doesn't make sense! Anya made me a coffee and smiled at me! In that moment, I felt the love in her gaze! That kind of intensity can't be faked!
I see. So that's where your dangerous misunderstanding of the highest order sprouted from.
Wrong! I'm not misunderstood! Me and Anya are in love! There has to be some explanation! He must have forced her to marry him! Oh God, is my sweet honey flower in danger?
Oh, yeah. And then there's the issue of who's set to inherit the role of CEO at Anya's dad's company.
Aha! That's it! I'm going to be the next CEO! Of course she's going to choose me! This is the ultimate proof of mine and Anya's love!
Nope. Sorry to have to break this to you, but Anya herself is set to become CEO within the next 2 or 3 years.
Huh?
Which is why, Wilfred, you won't be getting a look-in.
Ah! No way! I quit my job already! What am I supposed to do now?
I'll tell you exactly what you're supposed to do now. You need to get the hell away from Anya's house and stop bothering her and the neighbors.
But...
Her and Paul are leaving for their honeymoon tonight.
their honeymoon?
Apparently she's too scared to leave the house because you're hanging around outside shouting at the top of your lungs, making your cringy proposal.
Cringy? She thinks I'm cringy?
Yes, she thinks you're so cringy that she practically begged me to help her.
Oh my god!
So cringy that if you keep hanging around despite not being welcome, the police are probably going to be called. If someone hasn't called them already, that is.
Am I really cringy? This can't be! Say it isn't so!
Anya told me that peeping through a crack in the curtains, she saw my ex-husband's expression suddenly shift to one of terror as he hightailed it out of the neighborhood. I was so pleased he knew when to give up, or so I thought. Next, he showed up to what used to be his old home to see me and my son. But he's a stranger now, and I have no reason to let strangers, and creepy mentally unhinged ones at that, into my house. When I pretended I wasn't home, he began reciting romantic poetry through a letterbox, declaring his undying love for me and his desire to return to his old family life. I promptly called the cops, and before I knew it, he was being escorted home in the back of the police car. After that, word of his misdeeds reached his parents, who, fearing the risk he posed to society, forced him to go and live with them in the countryside. Last I heard, he's looking for a job right now, but between his job prospects looking dim because he's well past his prime, and the weight of the realization that he made a misunderstanding of epic proportions, as well as the accompanying hit to his self-esteem, and finally, the sense of loss brought about by realizing his true love thought he was a creepy weirdo, It's probably only a matter of time before his transformation into a full-blown NEET is complete.